With constant stories being made or told, they have to end up somewhere.
And this is KGI signing off.
Brr, why is it so cold all of a sudden? It was literally in the 60s a week ago.
Man, I don't know. Let's just get to class.
Oh, what incarnation is that?
Whoa, has she been here all break? Sorry, not a she, clearly.
The little ghost man. Hi, little ghost man. How are you?
I don't think he's very happy.
Really, I couldn't tell.
What's wrong, little ghost man?
I think he's cold. Why don't you give him your jacket? Why don't we give him a hug to warm up?
Whoa! He's practically sub-zero. I bet there are some blankets in the closet we can get him.
Yeah, let's go grab those real quick.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Keeping Gamers Informed, as we call it KGI. I'm your host Malachi.
And I'm his co-host, Hudson Byers, and we're here to welcome you to the new year, 2024.
And we got a great theme to start the
Wait, stop, Malachi. I will take it from here. Anyways, I recently watched Gran Turismo, and I promptly got addicted to racing games, as if I wasn't already obsessed enough with cars. So, racing games are going to be our theme this episode. Not whatever dumb thing you were about to say, racing games.
Well, funny enough, that was our theme for this episode anyways, Hudson.
Wait, really?
Yeah, anyways, this episode will cover the casual and the more realistic side of racing games. But since you love this topic, Hudson...
Oh, yeah, I guess you're actually right. Anyways, I was going to start us off with Forza Horizon 5. It's an open-world racing video game set in a fictionalized version of Mexico. It's still $60 after 3 years. It's rated T for teen, and it's one of the more casual games that we chose to put on this list.
I have absolutely loved playing Forza, and I've had a lot of fun with it. I've loved just drifting around in cars that cost more than my house. But Hudson, I got a game that I know you're super excited about playing, and one that I have absolutely thoroughly enjoyed playing.
Yeah, what game would that be, Malachi? Because I've played a lot of racing games.
Well, I chose a game that you just watched the movie about, and that's Gran Turismo 7.
You stole my game.
Yes, I did. It's the newer installment of the Gran Turismo franchise. It's one of the more realistic games we have, but it has a really good balance between gameplay for any racer, whether you're a casual racer, a competitive racer, or just a tuner. The game is rated T for teen, and it's about $30.
Well, although I hate that you stole my game, I think I have a game that you haven't played yet, and I've seen some people do some pretty cool stuff with it, especially on PC.
Well, I have a very large catalog of racing games, Hudson, so try me.
Well, the game I picked is Assetto Corsa. Assetto, like GT, is on the more realistic side of racing simulators we put on this list. It was developed and released by the Italian video game makers Cuno Simulazioni and 505 Games. It was designed with an emphasis on realistic racing with extensive support for customization and modability. It's $40 and it's rated T for teen.
You actually got me with that one, Hudson. I haven't gotten into Assetto yet, but I will make sure to check it out when I have a chance.
Yeah, it's super fun. I knew I would get you with that one, Malachi. But anyways, how are you planning on wrapping up this week's episode?
Well, I was going to wrap us up with a old classic beginning level racing game.
Oh no.
And I'm talking about Mario Kart.
Of course.
We'll be looking at Mario Kart 8, which is the newest one in the lineup, where you're going to be racing on go-karts around a course. You may find item boxes that may hinder your opponent's chances of winning or improve your chances. It's priced at $60 and it's rated E for everyone. And now it's time for everyone's favorite segment, Hudson's Tech Review.
Alright then, Malachi. I'm really excited for today's tech segment. It's a piece of equipment that almost every gamer needs. A monitor. Note that you'll of course need a PC or a gaming system to utilize a monitor, but we went with the choice of the AOC 22B3HM. It's a 22-inch, 75Hz, full HD gaming monitor. One great thing about this monitor is that if you're willing to spend a little bit extra cash, you can get a bigger monitor with a higher refresh rate. So that's great, and you can do that for not much more. This monitor also meets our 3 requirements of being aesthetically pleasing, well-reviewed, and fairly priced at around $90.
I think that's an amazing choice for a piece of tech, Hudson, and I believe that concludes today's episode.
Yeah, I guess so. I hope you guys found a game recommendation that piqued your interest and that you want to check out.
I hope everyone has enjoyed today's episode, and make sure to come back for the next medley. And this is KGI signing off. Ka-chow.
Hello everybody, I'm Hudson Byers, and welcome back to Construction Update. Lots of progress and developments have been made since the break. Cranes and workers are moving to construct what seems to be a central dome to the building. But in more pressing news, a giant hole has been torn in the side of the little theater, presumably the start of what seems to be a total remodel. That seems to be all for the news today, and until next time, keep on digging, friends.
Looks interesting. I might give him a call. Hey, are all the personal motivational trainers I've seen on the comic?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Sky. I'm not your average guy. We'll be your personal mentor. We will make you roar.
I'm sorry. She's just kind of like that. What can we do for you?
Well, yeah, I'm just trying to get my life together. I had an injury a couple months ago, so I'm trying to get back in shape.
Wow. All right. Your future will be bright.
All right, then I'll see you all tomorrow. All right, see you then. Doors open.
Hey.
Hi, are y'all the motivational personal trainers? All right, then, so how are we going to start this?
To start, we'll do some push-ups, and then after that, we'll do some more.
All right.
Just do push-ups, man.
Okay, then.
Yeah, we're fine. Let's work the spine.
The spine? Spine now?
No, we don't work the spine. We don't work the spine.
Okay. Let's do squats then.
Okay. Maybe we should stop for the day.
No, it's okay. Wheeze.
Y'all aren't personal trainers, are y'all?
No, we're trainers on how to dress and clean.
Alright then, I propose, why don't I help y'all get into shape and y'all can help me with cleaning and style.
Really? Yay! That's a total slay.
Alright, whatever.
Hi everyone and Happy New Year. Welcome back to another episode of L&L.
We hope you had a wonderful break, and we are very excited to be back.
We're so excited to share a lot more music with y'all this year. We actually have our first caller on hold. Are you ready?
I've been ready since last episode.
Cool.
Hi, welcome to L&O. Would you mind starting off by telling us your name?
Howdy, my name is Zane Sinner.
Hey Zane, it's good to meet you. Let's get into some questions.
Alright, what would you say your favorite band and album from that band is?
My personal favorite band would have to be the jazz trio made up of Satoshi Denpoi, Yoshinori Fukui, and then of course Ryu Fukui. Oh, and my favorite album of them is called Serenity.
And how did you discover this artist?
Well, in a way, this band kind of found its way to me. One day it just came up on my YouTube recommendations, and I just fell in love with their energetic sound and the mastery of their respective instruments. What they pull off is just remarkable in this album.
What would be some of your favorite things about Ryo Fukui, and what is the story behind the album?
Probably my favorite thing about Ryo's music is just how alive it makes me feel. There's this truly incredible feeling that jazz is able to accomplish through this sort of remarkable power to move you in a way only that can be fully understood by listening to it.
And last question, is there anything that you want the audience or us to know about Ryo Fukui?
Oh, there's this solo on the track Early Summer where Yoshinori plays what might be the greatest drum solo ever. Stuff like that solo is why I continue to listen to music.
Cool. Alright, thanks for sharing.
Bye-bye! Alrighty, let's get into the history of Ryo Fukui.
Ryo Fukui, born June 1st, 1948, started his musical journey at the age of 18 when he started to play accordion.
He then later taught himself piano and then would eventually go and play with saxophonist Hidehiko Matsumoto.
Matsumoto would give important encouragement and would help guide him to be the pianist he wanted to be. 6 years later, in 1976, Fukui would release his first album, Scenery, and his second album, Mellow Dream, a year later.
Ryo would often perform in a trio jazz band with his brother Yoshinori Fukui and Satoshi Senpo at the Shinjuku Pit Inn,
Eventually leading to him traveling overseas and becoming a piano instructor. In 1992, during a visit to America, Fukui would meet Barry Harris, a fellow pianist, and they would soon become close friends.
Harris would also become a mentor to Fukui, and he would help develop his technique in bebop. Bebop, bebop, bebop.
Lennon, what are you doing? I thought we left this attitude back in 2023.
I'm bebopping. Bebop, bebop, bebop.
In 1994, Fukui would release a third album, My Favorite Tune. It was recorded and released featuring Fukui on a solo piano and several original works and renditions of songs,
Such as My Conception by Sonny Clark and After Hours by Avery Parrish. This album would be followed by an album titled In New York 4 years later.
Fukui would eventually create the Slowboat Jazz Club in 1995, which would attract many local and international artists across the nation.
Fukui would then release another album, A Letter from Slowboat, in 2015, recorded live at the Slowboat Club.
This would be Fukui's last album. Whoa, what an amazing artist.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite artist that we've covered so far.
You want to get into jazz now?
Why not?
You
like jazz?
Jazz is a music genre that originated from the African American community of New Orleans, Louisiana, in the late 19th century.
Since the 1920s, the age of jazz and its root in blues has been recognized as a major form of musical expression.
Jazz is characterized by swing, blue notes, and complex chords.
Jazz is very widely improvised as well.
Many jazz musicians would credit Charles Buddy Bolden as the founder of jazz.
It is best to note that his charisma and musical power is what made him so legendary.
Also, the word jazz stems from the word jasm, which means vigor, spirit, and energy.
Have you ever done anything jazzy?
Can't say I have.
Well, I was in jazz band in 7th grade, so I think I'm pretty jazzy.
No, you are not.
Come on, I'm so jazzy.
Can we please move on?
Okay.
Notable jazz artists would be Louis Armstrong, Ella Fitzgerald, Billie Holiday, Lester Young, and even Frank Sinatra.
Jazz artists from Oklahoma consist of Lee Wiley, Don Cherry, Dara Tucker, and Billy Tipton.
Well, it seems like that wraps up our first episode of 2024.
Really? Already?
Yeah.
Alright then. Well,
I'm Lucas.
and I'm Lennon. Bye bye!